Welcome to the 2026 Wayne State Softball Preview. I'm Sports Information Director Jeff Weiss, and joined today by fifth-year head coach Nicole Tines. Seems like the time's going by way too quick here.
It is.
5 years already.
Yeah.
So let's talk about last year's squad. Obviously, improvement again from year to year. Got one win in the GLIAC tournament. Almost had a second one, a 12-inning marathon that was a nail-biter and went down to the end. You've got 10 returning letter winners. 3 of them, your kids, were all conference last year.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of those kids to start off. We'll start in the infield. You've got Kate DeWitt at third base, a freshman who made second team all GLIAC last year.
Yeah, and again, that 12-inning marathon almost still feels like yesterday. But I think again the growth that we've seen season to season, and that's continuing to be our goal. We talk a lot about getting 1% better as a team every game, every practice, but that also translates to every year. So we got a new identity this year as a team, a new heartbeat, and we're really excited about that. And we're really excited about just to see where this year will take us, and hopefully we continue to improve. In the infield, obviously Kate, I think our entire freshman class last year really stepped up in a big way. So that's super exciting for our youth, and again, the continuation of growth in our program. But looking for big things from Kate and Hunter at short, and then moving across the diamond, obviously senior and Maddie Houle, again, who's just continued to have leadership presence every single year. And this year, no question, she's already coming out strong in the leadership role. So. And then Molly Houle over at first, and Ellie Koopman over at first. Again, big time bat for us on the corner, and then who's looking to take over more of a pitching role this year as well, which is exciting for us in the circle too.
Yeah, Ellie did a fine job in limited appearances last year. Behind the plate, you mentioned Molly at first, but she can also catch.
Yes.
Abby Barnes caught some, and you've got some other young kids, Addison Cosgrove, and other people that can have a plethora of people to choose from behind the plate.
Yeah, behind the plate is a dominant position for us, and we are excited. Abby Barnes is just a fantastic leader as well, as all of our freshmen and now sophomores are. They really do have a big presence in the infield, so Abby has definitely stepped up so far in practice, and same with Molly, just her versatility to be able to go back behind the plate. Addison Cosgrove has really kind of settled in since fall ball, so again, big presence, big voice from her, so just excited for her opportunities when she gets them. And then Kennedy Cole as well, coming back from shoulder surgery, so she missed last season, but has put a lot of work in, so really excited for when she gets her opportunities too, to see what she does.
Sounds good. In the outfield, you've got one returning letter winner in Mia Houle. Obviously, she played a lot of left last year with Maddie Rosinski in center and Riley in right.
Yeah.
Where do you see Mia fitting in, and how do you fill out the other two positions in the outfield?
Yeah, I mean, Mia is just a steady Eddie. She, we like to joke, she's just so steady. Nothing seems to really faze her. She's just so dominant in the outfield. So she's naturally taken over that center field role right now. We see her emerging there. She's just very confident, and she just looks so poised. So, but she's also, as much as she's quiet, she's also has a presence out there and has been great with commanding the corners, especially since we have some new faces in the corners right now and a younger outfield, excuse me. So, she's going to step up. And again, we're looking for growth from everybody, right? So it's not just certain individuals. We preach team. So I think that has a responsibility and a role for everybody to improve and everybody to help carry the team. So.
Some of the people maybe in the outfield, Julia Sandals, who transferred from UMSL, Brooke Bunch. Who else do you see out there? Maren McCullough?
Yeah, again, we have a lot of versatility as a team. That's really important in our recruiting process, is just making sure we're recruiting versatile kids who can play multiple spots. So, it's kind of wide open. We have put Julia in left right now. We've fiddled with Brooke in right. Both of those two kids bring a lot of speed with our outfield, which is nice. So we've kind of settled them there right now. But again, that's depending on opportunities and offensive production. We'll see what happens there. But it's nice to have that speed and the experience that Julia brings into being a transfer is nice as well.
Getting back to some of the other newcomers, you got Lexi Milky, a JUCO transfer that can play like corner infield spots. Then you've got some other freshmen, like you said, versatile kids that might be able to play a couple of positions. You have Ellery Garver, Ella Vinko, and we mentioned Maren McCullough a little bit. Tell us about that group of newcomers?
Yeah, again, fantastic group of newcomers that provide us just, again, a different look this year. So Ellery also brings a lot of speed in that slot game. She's done well at shortstop for us too. So, and it's pushing, some role players for us and pushing our infield and stepping up in big moments, and again, going to provide opportunities and what Ellery can do with that. And same with Marin. Marin has also stepped up, and both kids are very passionate, bubbly, energetic kids, and that's the makeup of our team right now, and they fit in very, very well. So we're excited to see how they produce and what happens this year. And Lexi as well, same thing, very bubbly, energetic, passionate, provides a lot of strength from the left side with her bat as well. So that's exciting to see. I'm excited for the look. It's different. It's
seems
different.
like you got a lot of parts and just
Yeah,
trying to figure out how they fit the best each game.
And Ella too. Ella provides a lot of power. So, we say daddy hack, but she provides a lot of power at the plate. So she's been someone who, you can step up in a key moment and provide a big hit for us when we need it. So
Obviously, in fast pitch softball, pitching is a key factor.
yeah.
You've got a senior in Hayden Batten. You've got a junior in Sydney Long. Ellie Koopman, you've talked about maybe taking on more role in the circle this year. And then you brought in Kairos Shattuck, a junior college pitcher. So now you've got 3 upperclassmen pitching.
Yeah.
And you have a new grad assistant who's working with the pitchers in Lindsay Hibbs. So tell us about that whole dynamic.
Yeah, that dynamic's been fun because it's been a lot different than what I'm used to, which is okay. I think we needed that, and that's totally fine. Again, my role is to bring in staff members and players who can help develop our program, and I think we have that in Lindsay for sure. She, again, is just a total different vibe from me. We have the same style, but it's been exciting to just listen to her talk pitching, and she could talk pitching all day. So, and I think looking at our staff, again, we've really kind of transitioned and trying to get away from, it's very rare if somebody goes a full 7 now. So our staff being okay with that and understanding their roles and their strengths and weaknesses on maybe someone's going to start, maybe someone's going to come in and fill in a couple innings in between, maybe someone's going to come in and close, and that's a team and that's a makeup in the circle that we haven't really seen, but I think we got to utilize a little bit more because of everyone's different strengths. So we'll see how it shakes out.
Well, it's hard to believe the season gets underway here in a couple weeks. Heading down to Tennessee to Lincoln Memorial's tournament again. Hopefully this year we'll be able to play 4 games and not 3 in one day like last year. But obviously that's a fun way to start off. Nice facility down there in Harrogate, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility, so fingers crossed it's a little warmer and we don't have to play 3 games in a day. But it'll be a tough tournament for us right out of the gate. I mean, we got Lincoln Memorial twice, and they're a solid competitive team. And then we have Tiffin, an in-region rival who we'll see later on in season as well. So it'll be a good test for us right out of the gate. Yeah.
And then the following week, right back at it to Chicago to the Lewis Dome Invitational for another 5 games against a lot of in-region opponents: Lewis, Concordia, St. Paul, Minnesota, Duluth, Quincy, and Winona. A lot of teams that you've seen in the NCAA tournament in years past.
Yeah. It's always a great tournament. It's always an awesome opportunity to get a lot of in-region games and see where we stack up in region. So, we know what to expect in our conference. We know what's coming, but it's nice to get a look early on in region and see where we kind of fit in. So.
A little different scheduling down in Florida this year.
Yeah.
Going to the Space Coast games in Melbourne. First time ever.
40-something years?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's obviously, a different dynamic, and with the way the GLIAC schedule is set up this year, a little bit shorter, only 8 games down there.
Yeah.
But that should be a fun challenge, a fun new experience for everybody.
Yeah, anytime you get an opportunity and it fits to shake things up a little bit, I think it's good. The kids seem excited, and going down to Space Coast, and so far what I've learned, it's a great experience and teams enjoy their time there. So I did do some research, and talking to other coaches, but it'll be a good jump for us. And we'll be playing on turf, which in Florida is nice because the diamonds don't get so hard and dusty. We're looking forward to it. The 8 games piece is different for us because we are used to end loading Florida a little bit more since it's nicer and we can get those games in. But like you said, with our spring break being so late and our conference starting when it is, just weren't able to do that. But it'll be 8 quality games that we'll be able to get in and then get us ready rolling into conference.
Speaking of conference, obviously Saginaw Valley, Grand Valley up there, you guys were picked in the middle of the pack. Probably about where we should be with 10 returnees and 8 newcomers. But what do you expect from the GLIAC this year?
Yeah, like I said, it's a dogfight, you know, in the best way. It's a very competitive conference. You know, I think we saw last year as well as the year before, you can't just show up and put your cleats on. Everybody battles everybody. So we also saw that in the tournament. So it really does come down to every out, every pitch, every inning. But our girls, they know what to expect, and I think they're ready. You know, so I was definitely not surprised when I saw the shakeout come out. You know, and like I said, it's a dogfight. So we got to show up every day.
Besides your kids excelling on the field, obviously in the classroom too, a 3.70 team GPA for the fall semester. That's
Outstanding.
with 18 kids. That's incredible.
Yeah, all the credit goes to them. They set goals, just like I'm sure everybody else does, but you know, we have an on-field goal, we have a community service goal, and we have an academics goal, and they well exceeded their academics goal, and they don't set the bar low. So I think they set a 3.6 for the fall, and like you said, 3.7 is outstanding, and they all push each other, they all hold each other accountable, and they all get put the work in the classroom, so I'm extremely, extremely proud of them. And thanks to also our academic supports team who push our girls and help them with tutoring and everything, because a lot of that goes to Kim Cluxton and her group as well.
Sounds great. Thanks for watching this edition of the Wayne State Softball Program.